Hi, we're Daires
and Jr. of DIYPC.
Welcome to our channel. In this video, you'll see how my son and I replaced a leaky pull-down spray hose and installed a new kitchen faucet. Home improvement
with love.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, you can DIY too.
This high arc swivel spout faucet replaced the similar name brand. We had an issue with the counterweight under our sink. The old weight rested at the bottom of the braided faucet hose and caused the tube inside of it to leak.
Since the weight caused a problem, we decided to search for a solution.
The new faucet came with a counterweight that is able to clamp onto the braided faucet hose just above the curve. To prepare for our faucet installation, we poured out the water that was captured in the container. There are several ways to start a faucet replacement project. Since I was working with my right-hand man, our first step in the project was to turn off the shutoff valve by turning it clockwise.
I turned off the hot water valve.
This was his first time using an adjustable wrench on a real DIY project, and he was pretty excited.
I was proud that I was working very hard with my dad.
During the course of this project, we learned that the shutoff valve we have is called an angle stop shutoff valve. We were in teaching mode, so I showed him how to raise the adjustable wrench just a little so he could loosen the nut behind the cold water shutoff valve. After I completely loosened the nut with the adjustable crescent wrench, he continued to loosen the nut with his fingers.
I felt like I was turning into my dad.
Sometimes when doing projects, there are unexpected things that occur. We were surprised to see that the shutoff valve was still leaking water after it was completely turned off. We didn't turn off the main water for this project, but we know that some main water shutoff valves can be found in a crawl space or near the water heater or furnace.
I had to stretch to reach the hot water.
We loosened the hot water nut and placed an old towel down to capture overflowing water. Then we detached the sprayer hose connector.
We had to take the old weight off.
We used slip joint pliers to unscrew the connector from the hose. These pliers use a pivot point that can be moved to fit our personal grip. We twisted the end counterclockwise and the weight easily removed from the tube.
Now we could pull out the old hoses and faucet.
We removed the entire spray hose from the faucet for easier access to the faucet nut located under the sink. The hard plastic tool that came with this faucet was stripped, so we used our adjustable wrench to loosen the nut, then we unscrewed it by hand.
We had a little trouble because the hot and cold water supply lines were tied into a loop, so my dad had to untie the lines so that we could pull out the faucet.
One thing I shared with our son is that it's always a good practice to lay the box flat when removing new items.
The new faucet came with an owner's manual, lots of other parts, and a new weight.
It also came with a high clearance spout and sprayer, a new handle, braided tubing, and a nice clamp counterweight attachment. It also came with a new rubber gasket, a flat metal washer, and a metal lock nut.
I attached 3 screws to the metal lock nut.
Then we gently placed the rubber gasket over the tubing until it pressed against the bottom of the faucet.
We disconnected the sprayer hose so that we could place all of the tubing inside the hole.
We wanted you to know that if your faucet sprayer hose needs to be replaced, you can save money by keeping your current faucet and only replace the worn out hose. Click the link in the description to see one of the replacement hoses for kitchen faucets.
We had to let the faucet lean until we tightened everything underneath the sink.
We added the mounting hardware by gently placing each of the hoses inside of the rubber and metal gaskets. Then we used the metal lock nut to secure the faucet and hoses to the sink. We placed the supply lines back on the shutoff valves by hand and tightened them with the adjustable wrench.
We made sure to tighten both the cold and hot water. Now it was time to install the weight.
This weight actually opens up and closes on the tube while in any position. The weight system on this new faucet is definitely a great solution to our previous problem. Once the weight was in place, we opened both of the shutoff valves to let the water flow freely.
I felt like I did a real good job.
You did a great job. We moved the new weight to a more suitable position and no longer have to worry about leaks from this part of the faucet.
I loved how our new faucet looked in our kitchen.
Overall, we are very happy with our new faucet. It seems to be more powerful and easier to use.
Dad showed me how to DIY too.
DIY Power Couple YouTube channel is your source to help you unleash your inner DIY power.